What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Caramel Aesthetics Guide. It's your girl, BKL. Ooh, and I'm the host of this channel. Ooh, you about to get educated. Ooh, I'm just playing. Yo, let me stop. If you are new here, welcome to the family. I love you guys. I appreciate you for watching. And today we're going to be talking about what to know prior to getting involved in the beauty industry or even starting an esthetician career. So I wrote down some tips. If I'm looking down, you guys, it's just because I have my little notes here that I've made before recording this video. So that way I'm not off topic and I stay in tune with what I want to talk to you guys about today. Before we hop into the video, go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed. Go ahead and turn on your post notification bell. Like, go ahead and hit the button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not to this channel. Go ahead and hit that red dot on your right side right now. I'll give you time. Have you done it yet? I'll wait. So yes, you guys, make sure that you like this video, that you're commenting down below. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please do that in the comment section below. All the details that you need will be in the description box. Of course, follow me on Instagram at BreeNotBri because the most activity is for sure going to be there. I am also on Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter and all those other engagements as well. I also will have a link somewhere in here, maybe in the description box as well, but all of my platforms and channels are going to be in that indication. All the links to where you can like purchase merch and get just more plugged in with my life. Definitely subscribe so I can start sending you guys emails and text messages and all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and hop into the video because we don't want to be here too long. Okay, I'll see you guys over in the next clip. Okay guys, so I got my water just in case, you know, my mouth get a little dry, start cracking a little bit, all that, because you just don't know. But the first tip that I want to say for many women and men, one, there's not too many men in this industry as far as beauty. If they, there are male species, there are guys, there are fellas that are involved and engaged, but not many. They like really relate to makeup. They don't really process the skin treatment. You know, most guys like hard work and pressure and labor, so they do a lot of things with their hands, a lot of manual things like, you know, cars and engineering and computer, like tech, IT, coding. And when it comes to like the healthier wellness side, most guys are like fitness trainers or massage therapists. And I have not come to meet many men who are estheticians where they fully focus on skincare. So as an esthetician, wherever you are, whether it's North Carolina, California, Florida, Texas, whatever, your main focus as an esthetician is to focus on skincare. But they also teach you the basic term dermatology. I can't get the words right. What? Dermatology. They teach you the basic dermatology, which is basically skin treatments. You are licensed to operate and do, you know, minimal services, but you cannot like medicate anybody because you are just a skincare specialist pretty much. The next level above an esthetician is a dermatologist, where most people go to those physicians to go get, you know, like medicine and things like that. And like if you're on like Accutane and retinol and just all those different type of chemicals, certain services just do not apply to you. So first thing first, I would definitely say before you ever make a decision to get involved, make sure you are passionate about it. Make sure that there's something that you know you're gonna want to continue doing, because the road is not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be hard, and even when you feel a little bit of discouragement coming on, you have to motivate yourself. So the main thing I will say is to know your purpose and to always, you know, like I said, don't get discouraged. Work hard, put 110% forward. Everything that you're gonna gain is worth everything that you're putting in. So the more you put in, the more you're gonna get back. The less you put in, the less you're gonna see a positive return from this industry and overall. And for me, I realized that there was a problem and I wanted to solve it. So for melanin skin, darker females, African Americans, Black, whatever you guys associate far as the racial culture of my skin type, we have a hard time finding products that work, finding treatments that assist us to get better, healthier skin, and so forth and so forth. So I knew that not only was I lacking in that area, far as, you know, spending so much money on consultations and doctors to never receive positive benefits, but also at the same time, I was dealing with, like, when I started getting involved in the industry, I was insecure. I lacked confidence. I was looking up to magazines and social media and the girls at my school for confidence. I was looking at them as the image that I wanted to be. Nowadays, you have celebrities and, you know, you guys want to be, you know, like every influencer. And I get it. Of course, they're super gorgeous. I'm not knocking anyone, but they have their own issues as well. And everything is not about what you see. However, when you wake up in the mirror every day and you're talking to yourself and you do not see things that make you feel good or look good, and you're always being your worst critic, those things hinder you from growth. So I knew offering services to, you know, men and women of color and, you know, even people who are not of color, I just knew that, you know, if I would sit down and talk to any race, matter of fact, I did services to some people who were Hispanic, and even with their ethnicities, I would get messages like, hey, you're really walking in your purpose. And even in those moments, that makes me feel better because I know that I get to make a difference in their life just by implanting positive words or, you know, conversation and rapport, by building that relationship with my guests and my clients. So every service, I make sure that, you know, I ask them about their life and what's going on. And most people want to feel pampered and relaxed, but they also want that glow, that building, that confidence. Like, technically this job is like a therapist. It's just not as expensive. So, you know, you get 2 eggs in one basket. So I feel like that was my goal. I wanted to make people feel more confident in themselves. I wanted to help them realize their own inner worth, because the beauty starts inside and it's not an outer appearance for every specific thing, you know, we're looking at. So definitely, the second thing for you guys to know is to, you know, find the problem and you create your resolution. You solve it. You find a way to do that. And in that specific, you know, whatever that you have, whatever in that specific note, make sure that you are remembering your why every day when you get started. Like, remember why you wanted to do this. Remember why it's going to be impactful to other people. And also note that what was I about to say, you guys? I'm reading what I wrote. But yeah, also remember, how it's gonna help the other people. Like, what can they gain by, you know, coming to you and talking to you about, you know, whatever it is that you're treating. So, like, for instance, I know some people specialize in like treating acne or hyperpigmentation and just specific things that people deal with all the time. And definitely acne is a big thing in this industry, as far as, like I said, puberty starts really young. You deal with it in your teen years, and then, you know, you have all these hormones and just your body's changing. And even as an adult, as seasons change, your body goes through different, you know, stages. And again, it's all about working to be better. And that's my main thing. Definitely with this platform, I want it to be educational. So that's why I hopped on YouTube. It's free. I want people to be able to get the same knowledge that I have as a professional, a licensed esthetician. So that way you guys can get, you know, the things that you normally wouldn't get if you didn't pay to go to school. Like, a lot of the information that are enclosed in the books, or disclosed, whatever the word is, those things that are hidden, you do not get for free. So I wanted to be able to make sure that in everything that I was doing, it wasn't just about me gaining, but it was better beneficial to the people in my community, the people who wanted to listen to me, honestly. So each person has a select amount of people to make. So that's why I said you can create your own lane in the beauty industry. So, okay guys, so beauty estheticians can, what am I talking about? So estheticians, you guys, they can do, they can specialize in makeup, they can specialize in facials, hair removal, which is like waxing or tweezing. You can focus on like skin treatments. There's so much that you could do in this industry alone. As far as me, I wanted to specialize in facials. So like microdermabrasion and fusion. I wanted to do extractions and exfoliation and body exfoliations and body wraps and just so many different other things that I knew that people could benefit off of by coming to get that spa feeling. And because I knew what my focus was, I knew what to look for and what I needed prior to coming into the field. So I did some research, and I would say do the same for you. I am currently in North Carolina, so I knew that I would need to go to school and get a license in order to make this amount of money, right? There's steps to it. Now, in other regions that I wanted to move to, I knew that would need to like acquire about what they would need there in their area as well. So like if I wanted to move to DC, I knew that their requirements were between 1,100 to 700 lab hours or credited hours. So half of that time is theory, which is considered like bookwork knowledge. And the other half is called clinical, where you get the hands-on experience on people. So that way, when you hop into the industry, you're supposed to be ready. I can say for me, I did not feel that confident by the time I completed my program. My initial program was 5 months. For many of y'all that don't know, I did make a separate video of it in the beginning, and I kicked out about 10 G's minimum, I would say. Of course, it was more than that, but normally that's where it starts at, depending on where you go. And because I'm from South Carolina, their requirements were like 450. However, the state of South Carolina does not allow you to do like microblading and micro shading and just all those things. Like some people specialize in eyebrows. Perfectly fine, and they are great at it because it's just something that they love with certain features. And you know, you can do lashes. That was not something that I wanted to do specifically. So when I went to school, I went to learn how to do it, but not to focus on it as just my number one source of income. And I looked into Texas as well. Their requirements are about 700, so a little bit more than what I acquired here, but I can do additional continuing education credits to also, you know, feed into the license that I currently have and transfer it. So the beauty industry is constantly changing its appearance. That's why I said you have your own lane. You get to pick, you know, your niche, which is that word is really oversaturated, but you get to choose your focus and your audience and who you want to target in your market. But you know, like I said, make sure that you have all the information that you need for your state requirements and their documentations that are required. So you know what you're spending, or, you know, what your expenses will be in order to, you know, get to your end goal. Get to your end goal. So, the exams. Each state has an exam. Some states actually don't have an exam from what I've been told. So, okay guys, so the esthetician groups that I'm plugged into on Clubhouse, they have some information there. And from what I've been told, certain, you know, places that you go to, they actually don't have exams. They just kind of complete their hours in their program. They do like an assessment, a quiz or something, and from there they can work. Their state does not require you to go in front of like judges and, you know, get graded and scored to determine whether you get a license or not. That's totally different here in the state of North Carolina. However, you do have to go through those steps and phases to get a license. So I would definitely say you want to know about that information, prepare for it. North Carolina was a 2-part exam, so my first part that I went to was hands-on. It was my practical, and I passed on my first try. And then I had my second part, which was theory, which was like multiple choice questions. And for the first part, for the practical, you had to do a basic facial. So you had to do a cleanse, an exfoliate, a mask, massage, and makeup. And you also had to perform hair removal, which was like tweezing and waxing. Then for theory, it was just like 120 multiple choice questions. And my first time, I did not pass, you guys. I failed. So I had to go back and pay the second time, because the first time the school paid, the second time I had to pay and then go back and retake it. So you can only retake it, I believe, 3 or twice. If you fail all 3 times, you have to go back to school. And yeah, that's really complicated. So I was making sure that I was not going to do that, because who wants to consistently kick out $120 and then not pass? And then, you know, if you try to go take it the first time, you don't go to school, but you actually get the license on the fourth try. They don't count it. They don't count it. Like, it disqualifies you. It goes against you. They won't let you get a license. So that's very frustrating. You do have up to 6 months, I believe, once you graduate in order to get the license if you are in the states that require one. But again, just do the research, look up your information, and see what they're gonna say. The next thing I would say is focus on your region and your market. So I knew coming to Charlotte, North Carolina, there was a busy incline of people who needed services. However, you know, there's not that many estheticians. The field is growing, but again, everybody may not want to do, you know, the same 1 or 2 services out of all 8 that can be provided. And for me, I knew, like, okay, if I'm gonna work under someone, I need to be there knowing, like, it's gonna be busy, it's gonna be steady, I'm gonna make the money. Or even if I was gonna be solo, that, you know, like on my own, right out of school, you know, with no prior experience, no clientele, how would I be able to reach my people, go out, market, you know, promote, do flyers and business cards and all of those things just to get the attraction in, so that way, again, I can start building my books and making the money. And certain areas, so like even Charlotte itself is a city, but there are surrounding cities in, you know, the region. So you have Pineville, you have Matthews, you have Mint Hill, you have Huntersville, you have I don't know, just so many different areas like that are close. We're in like maybe 20-30 minutes on the outer skirts of the main, you know, city center. And for me, I knew, like, okay, if I'm going to be in Matthews, this is what they're looking for. This is how much I'm going to make. If I'm over here in Providence area, then this is what they're going to be looking for. Myers Park, like, I already knew what the market was or how many people I could potentially reach. Like, even in South End, I know Dilworth and Noda, like those downtown regional like locations, people have that type of money. Like, they're willing to spend, and that is good for you because they're willing to pay for the service as long as you're educating them on what they need. And the main thing is to promote self-care. Okay, you guys, so I was just saying that, like, you know, every state has their own exam or state requirements before you can start working. Just do the research to get all of that information, and then finally make sure that you know what finances you're gonna have to spend. Like I was talking about expenses, you want to know how much school is gonna cost, how much money it's gonna take to, you know, take your exams if you don't pass, or just getting products, working somewhere. If you work under someone else, all of that is really covered. But if you go and work on your own, then you have to provide, you know, your products and your equipment. You gotta pay for a bed, a table, you know, storage containers and equipment and, you know, tools and just implements and things that you need to operate. So you want to keep all of that in mind, especially if you're saying, like, hey, I want to make more than, you know, the minimum. So with estheticians, it starts between $18,000 and then there's no cap on your money. So you can make $50,000 a year, $30,000 a year, $60,000. I know right now in Charlotte it's between $30,000 and $45,000 minimum starting out. So it really just depends. But you make your paycheck. That's what I'm saying. It's your lane. You want to make more money, you work more. You want to charge more for your services, do it. There is people who will support you regardless. And I can say that now, even though I'm doing YouTube, this is only one stream. I do have 3 other streams far as merchandise that I create for people, and it's just motivational and skincare and just all that good things as well. But I just started a skincare line, so that's another stream of income also along with services. So now I'm looking at 3 to 4 streams of income on just this main focus. So you want to put yourself in the best position to win. And again, always remember your why. Don't get discouraged. Don't let people, you know, put you down. And if you're wondering and you're questioning if you should do it or not, I'm here to tell you yes. Like, go for it. I'm gonna always tell you this in, you know, all of my videos. There is a demand. Yes, we need more people, we need more assistants, and like I said, it's a growing market. I did not expect to stay in Charlotte more than like a year or 2 because I was ready to get to Houston, Texas. And then I was recently told, like, yeah, we're hiring, we need people, and the market is like rapidly growing, so they don't have enough hands. That every person does help. Even if you only get 50 clients a month or, you know, 10 clients a month, that's more than nothing. Okay, do it. do it. Go after it. So I want to just tell you, find your passion. It's going to be a roller coaster. It's not going to be sunshine every day, but you can do it. I believe in you. And yeah, make sure that when you're looking for things that you want to be secure. You're looking for a nice foundation that is willing to develop you and help you grow like fresh into the industry. And you want to have a community of good people. So like I said, even though I'm not really had the best experience as far as like job applications and like working for places more than like a month or two, it's really just about creating a community around you, whether it's family, friends, or the social, like I said, platforms that have these people invested who will also help you win further. So do that. Get plugged in. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Invest in you. I love you. I'm BKL. And if you got any questions, drop them down below, okay? Drop them down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love. Mwah.